gonna say goodbye, no.
Hey guys, and welcome to a new brand new episode of Chisme with DashLyn. I'm Joslyn.
And I'm Dashley.
And let's get this shit rolling because there's a lot of chisme going on recently. I mean, we gotta look at this shit. There's too much to talk about in one episode, honestly.
Yeah, but we're gonna try to go for it.
Okay, so let's cover our first story, which would be the lovely Miss Bella Thorne. A lot has been going on recently in the media regarding Bella Thorne, and it's just way too much to handle. I mean, I don't know where to start with Bella Thorne. I mean,
let's start with the fact that Bella was dating someone, and then she broke up with him, and then dated his best friend, broke up with him, and then kissed. Was it then she kissed her best friend and came out as bisexual, or she kissed her friend, came out as bisexual, and then was dating best friend?
Yeah, I'm really confused about that too because it's weird. Because let's see. So according to, I'm on 17 because that's where I read most of my articles because hashtags such a reliable source. But let's see. So they posted an article about her opening up about the split on August 17th, and then they reported on August 24th that Bella was seen on Snapchat kissing a girl and coming out as bisexual. So we have that. But also I'm really confused too because supposedly Bella dated her brother's ex-girlfriend, which is supposedly the other Bella chick.
Right.
But I'm confused because is that her best friend or is that just her brother's ex-girlfriend? Or is it both? I mean, it could go both ways. But
is that
looks like Bella.
Is that the one that she was seen kissing on Snapchat?
I think so.
Oh, I read that was her best friend.
And I read someplace else that it was her brother. She dated her brother's ex-girlfriend.
All I know is it was a couple days before she broke up with that other Disney Channel star whose name escapes me. What's his name?
Greg Silkin.
Yes.
Silkin.
Yes. It was a couple days after they broke up, and on Snapchat she's seen kissing, I guess, her best friend, and then
she comes out as bisexual.
Yep.
In the most nonchalant way. Like, someone just tweeted her and was like, hey, are you bisexual? And she just responded, yes.
As if it was already given.
Yeah, and I was just like, alright, whatever.
And then later, she's dating Tyler Posey.
Which, that article where they're spotted making out came out on September 19th. Just to give you a clear little timeline of when things occurred. But I don't get it because, okay, so if you read an article about it, clearly this is not the first time Bella has hung out with Tyler. And Tyler is really good friends with Greg. And, Bella on several occasions, well, I think both of them have said, they're great friends, they're nothing more, she's dating Greg. All of a sudden, they start going out. Like, it's absolutely nothing.
It was, I don't know, it was very clear that Tyler and Greg were best friends.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, but that's just homie hopping. Like, I don't get it. And then supposedly a source said that they're just hanging out and testing the waters and seeing where it goes. Well, why? Why would you do that? I'm sorry, but I would not date my ex's best friend.
And how are you a best friend if you date your best friend's ex-girlfriend? Like, I'm sorry, but that's just like a no zone. That's like, fucking your friend's mom. Like, there's some things you just don't do, and I feel like that's a major one of them.
And then let's fast forward to Bella breaking up with Tyler, or I don't know who broke up with who, but they ended their relationship. And then she's seen with Charlie Puth, which later turns into a big mush.
Twitter shitstorm.
Yeah.
Which I do not agree with. I mean, I've been known to tweet my feelings out there, but, Charlie just made it way too obvious. Like, there's shade tweeting, and then there's just, like, putting your shit out there. But my question is, like, when did Tyler and Bella break up? So, according to everything, Bella and Charlie were seen making out on December 19th. Now, she claims that Tyler and her had already been broken up 2 weeks prior to this. That's what I get.
2 weeks. 2 weeks. It takes 2 weeks to get over someone and date someone else?
I'm sorry. Not only that, but Bella Thorne also claimed that Tyler was her soulmate.
Oh, please. Everyone's her soulmate.
She tweeted, "When you finally meet your soulmate, OMPS, where the fuck is the skateboard emoji?" So I'm just confused. I'm like, did you not meet your soulmate or what? Like,
And how old is Bella Thorne?
19.
And then Charlie Puth is 25.
Is he really?
He is.
He's
and
25?
he was acting like he was 16 when he tweeted, "I'm sorry, you know who you are. I mess a lot of things up. I get it. If we can't be friends, you know who you are." Yeah, we know who she is too, Charlie.
I'm sorry, I'm not, hold on. Charlie Puth is 25, because
Yeah.
I swear to God that motherfucker was, like, at least, like, 18.
Nope, he's
He looks
25.
like he's young as fuck, too. And I don't really get it. Like, Bella goes from Greg to Tyler, and then this Charlie Puth? I mean, like, I don't get it.
He also tweeted, "No one should have their heart messed with like this. I'm not going to be in the middle of it. I don't know Tyler personally, but I know he shouldn't be treated this way." Okay, honestly, if we didn't know who she was before, we do now because you said his name.
And
So why is that okay?
And not only that, but who the fuck gives a shit how Tyler feels? Tyler dated his best friend's ex. Like, are you saying that you feel bad for Tyler? I mean, isn't this karma coming around to Tyler?
I think he's saying that no one should have their heart messed with. So the fact, and I'm not saying this is what's happening, but this is just like what I believe is happening.
Okay.
He thinks that since she cheated on Tyler with him, that's not okay. No one should have their heart messed with, including Tyler, because he was the victim of cheating. And then Bella wants to come out and say, "Charlie and I are hanging out. He saw an old interview and got butthurt, but instead of texting me and asking me about it, he put it on Twitter." Which I totally agree with the whole putting it on Twitter part, but you didn't really address anything of the whole cheating rumors either. You kind of just, like, Charlie's being immature type thing.
I mean, I agree with that. He was very immature about the
Me too.
situation, but I mean, Bella puts her life out there. I mean, you gotta give us some more explanation than that. Like, I get, like, it's your personal life, you don't want to talk about it, but you made it abundantly clear that your relationship, like, you know, whatever, is out there for us to see. My thing, too, is we also don't know what else was happening with Charlie and Bella, because all we saw was that they were making out. We didn't get anything else besides from they made out. Like, what, were they texting? Was it flirtatious? You know, like, what happened?
See, and that's the problem. When we only see pictures of them making out, and obviously everyone's going to assume there's something going on there, and then you just read that you and him are just hanging out. So what is hanging out to you? It's him making out with guys?
Why are you making out with guys? Like, is it, like, do you make out with everyone? Because it's clear that you made out with your best friend, and now you're making out with some random guy you started hanging out with.
Exactly.
But I like, literally don't even get it, because I'm just like, okay, so you've been single for 2 weeks, you hop onto Charlie, like...
That was the whole point, that she wasn't single, or she was still with Tyler. I don't know. We're going to touch this topic again when we get more information.
Yeah, there's definitely going to be more shit coming, because I swear to God, there's always some fucking new shit coming out about Bella Thorne, like, every fucking week.
One day she's bi, the other day she has rainbow hair. Now she has blue hair.
That's so fucking disgusting.
It's blue hair. I mean,
It's
I don't know if
disgusting.
it's just the pictures, but it was
Picture
weird.
that she spotted with Keke Palmer, which, you know, I'm confused about, because when the fuck did these two become friends? I mean, you know, of course, they could have been friends for, like, God knows how long, we just don't know it. But...
No, yeah, I think they've been friends for a while. It's just the randomness of the hair.
But also, too, is it just they just started hanging out, like, again, like, more publicly because of the whole Charlie Puth thing?
Oh, that's another thing.
Like,
Keke Palmer stood up for Bella Thorne in a way when Charlie was going on his tweeting rampage.
So it's just kind of funny, like, she did that, and then, you know, all of a sudden...
She's out with Bella Thorne. But we'll touch it again once we get more information. Can we talk about Trey Songz getting arrested because he stayed on stage for too long?
Who the fuck does that?
I think anyway, I read about it. I didn't read too much about it, but I just read, and it was the same article that I was reading over and over and over. Basically, what went down is they told him he needs to get off stage, and they were going to turn off his mic. And it was something like, okay, I dare you to turn off my mic. And they did. And then he was destroying the stage, and they had to get security to get him off. And I think one of the security guards ended up getting hurt. He hasn't tweeted anything about it. The only thing that he has retweeted was when someone tweeted, they turned off his mic, so he FSUD crying face heart. I don't know what's FSUD.
What the fuck is that supposed to mean?
I don't know. But that's the only thing he has retweeted about it. He hasn't mentioned anything else besides that.
I'm just confused. Like, are you serious? Like, get off stage.
I didn't know we were doing that now.
And why would you, like, it doesn't comprehend to my brain as to why that would be, like, a legitimate thing to do.
Oh, you know what? Maybe it was he fucked shit up. Sorry.
Did you Google it?
Yeah. But, I don't know. I didn't know we were doing that now. I didn't know that was a thing.
I just don't get it, because, you know, it just doesn't make any sense. Like, you didn't want to be on stage, so you... I mean, you wanted to be on stage for more time, and, you know, I never heard of a celebrity being on stage for that long, to that point, you know?
Yeah.
It just, you know, again, doesn't make sense.
Then we have Taylor Swift's ex, Connor Kennedy, arrested after getting into a fight.
At a bar, apparently.
At a bar.
So, let's see what we can dig about this one, because I'm interested.
I want to know where Taylor Swift is. She's been, like,
Yeah,
MIA
where the fuck
forever.
is Taylor Swift? I mean, I don't follow her on really anything, but you know that you would know.
No, I feel like she's just been, like, quiet lately, and that's not a Taylor Swift thing to do, to just be quiet in general. I think she came out on a song. I think she came out on a song recently. I'm not sure, but she's been very MIA lately.
But I don't know. But allegedly he fought another guy at the bar, and so apparently partygoers started dropping like homophobic slurs according to TMZ, and I guess that's why they think that the fight occurred.
Because he was dropping these homophobic slurs.
Well, it doesn't say if he did it or they did it.
Alright.
So that's all the information we have. The story came out yesterday and today. It's just new news. But I don't know. Where is Taylor Swift? Like,
she's gone with the wind.
Like on some real. Like,
Watch, she'll come back with a whole new album and a tour.
And then me and Dashley will be there like it's nobody's business.
Oh yeah. And then Serena Williams engaged. I didn't even know Serena Williams was dating someone. She's so like good about keeping her life private.
So apparently the only like information that anyone had about these two, I mean I read an article where it said that it was very unclear whether or not these two were actually dating, what was going on, but apparently this guy who his name is what exactly again?
His name is Alexis. Yeah, I'm gonna murder your last name. Ohanan? So he's the co-founder of Reddit. So he Instagrammed the photo like a while back, and it was a Serena winning a tournament or whatever. I'm not sure details, but he tweeted he was like our queen something. He tweeted something about it, or sorry, Instagram something about it, saying like, hey, my queen, blah blah blah. So it was very unclear like what their relationship was, and that was the only like sign that of anything, which wasn't really like a spark, It was just like, oh, hey, he's tweeting because Serena Williams is like the queen of tennis.
and that's pretty much it. But apparently she announced it on Reddit, which I guess for the ironic fact that he is the co-founder of Reddit. But she made a forum and she named it I Said Yes. And so let's see.
I don't know. I wish them the best.
Yeah, it's unexpected. I mean, she date Drake not too long ago?
No, I think she didn't date Drake. Drake was just
On her shit?
yeah.
Because I know there was like a video of her like, trying to like get at it.
I mean, it's Drake. Drake goes after everyone, including J-Lo, apparently.
Which he is now like rumored to be dating.
Mm-hmm.
Because they both posted the same Instagram pic of them getting all cuddly and shit. And I'm not sure who posted the picture. Let me see if I can find it on Instagram.
It was Drake who posted it.
But both of them posted it. But the thing is, one of them made a caption and the other didn't.
I think it was Drake. Drake's the one that made the caption.
Yeah, it was Drake.
What was the caption?
Pictures worth 1,000 words.
There you go. I don't know. I don't think they're actually dating. I think it's all for publicity and everything. I just don't see them dating.
So I just checked, and Drake doesn't have a caption on his Instagram photo anymore.
Oh, he took it off?
He took his Instagram photo, the caption off of Instagram. So J-Lo is the only one with a caption, but it's not really like a really good caption. It's just, that's a picture of J-Lo. They both don't have any captions for this photo.
I mean, Drake's 30, she's 47. It's not really a huge age difference as I thought it was. But it's just, I don't know, it's different, it's weird. I think it's just a publicity thing. I don't think they're actually dating.
And they still have another picture they took on December 11th, and she captioned it, "Look who rolled up to my show tonight to say hi, at Champagne Poppy, hashtag love him."
Yeah, I think that's where it originally started, when he was seen at her concert, and he was taking pictures or videos of her and everything.
And then he posted the same photo the same day, and his caption was heart eyes emojis, and like he made his own little point to it. A lot of those.
Yep.
So, I mean, I don't know. But I feel like Drake isn't, Drake is rumored to be dating a lot of people, and it just never winds up falling through.
Wasn't he supposedly with Rihanna over the summer?
Yeah, and then supposedly Rihanna, according to sources, unfollowed J-Lo off of Instagram, I think it was.
Yep.
And then so it just had you like, okay, so what's going on exactly?
I mean, he had this thing with Rihanna, and then he liked Serena Williams, and then it was just back and forth with Rihanna, and now we're on to J-Lo.
And I'm just like, okay, is Rihanna salty about all this?
Who knows?
Because
my thing is, J-Lo was in her video, her music video. Which song was it? I Ain't Your Mama. She was wearing Rihanna's the boots that she wears up to her
thighs.
Her thighs, yeah. She was seen wearing that, and Rihanna actually reposted it, how she's supporting her and stuff like that. So it's kind of awkward now. I don't know. I think that's a little weird.
But also, the thing I don't get is how does Rihanna expect Drake? Because, okay, Drake obviously clearly made his feelings very obvious about how he felt about Rihanna. And, Rihanna never really reciprocated those feelings back that we know of. So it's just like, okay, well, how do you expect,
I mean, they were seen kissing at a lot of concerts, so isn't that like a "I'll like you back" too? I think a lot of stuff is for publicity, but the whole Drake and Rihanna thing was actually like real, and maybe, I don't know, I have a feeling something happened, but I wouldn't be surprised if it was something on Drake's part either, because it's Drake. He hops from girl to girl to girl, and it's not like he's dating or sleeping with these girls. It's just like he just likes taking pictures or starting these little rumors up about these other women.
That is very true. I mean, I could totally see Drake, like, I feel like Drake is that type of guy who, like, hangs out with, like, all those girls that you're like, oh, she slept with this guy, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And then you're just like, okay, so, I mean, what am I? Just, like, one of those girls? I could see it. But who knows? We don't know what's going on in Drake's mind. I mean, if Drake wants to come on the show, he can totally do that.
Let us know, Drake. Or J-Lo.
Yes, let us know.
Speaking of J-Lo, we have her ex, Mark Anthony, filed for his third divorce officially. I think they came out officially and said that that they were going to get a divorce. And that it had nothing to do with Jennifer Lopez.
I don't know. Who is he married to?
Shannon de Lima.
Who the fuck is that? Is she a model?
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
I wonder if it had anything to do with Mark Anthony and J-Lo's kiss, where he proceeded to call her like a sister to me.
They kissed her. That's awkward.
Well, I think she kissed him.
Because everyone was like yelling at them, like, kiss, 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 kiss.
Well, I doubt it had anything to do with that. They were probably already getting a divorce. But what does this say about Mark Anthony? I love Mark Anthony.
His music is good.
His music, I love his music. He's my flaco bello, but this is your third divorce. Like, do you not stay? Do you not stay to work things out? Do you just leave when it gets hard? Like, you did not get married that long ago.
I'm very confused. Like, I'm just confused with all that. Like, I don't know. I think the whole Mark Anthony thing just confuses me, like, a lot. But, you know, it is what it is.
I don't know.
But according to sources, he filed for divorce, not her. So,
I don't know. They just got married in 2014. It wasn't that long.
yeah. I mean, I still don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. But, I don't know. I guess we'll see.
Moving on. Oh! Drop my food, guys. But moving on. Can we talk about Ariana Grande and her tweets?
Yes.
She was
tweeting up a storm.
She tweeted a whole story. She wrote what happened in her notes on her phone, and then she tweeted it. And it was basically how she and her current boyfriend, Mac Miller, ran into, I guess, one of his fans, and he was loud and excited, and by the time they were seated in the car, he was literally like almost in the car with them, and she thought it was cute until he said, "Ariana is sexy as hell, man, I see you hitting that." And she said, "Pause, hitting that, what the fuck?" And I quote, this is from her tweet, "This may not seem like a big deal to some of you, but I felt sick and objectified. I was also sitting right there when he said it, question mark. I felt really quiet and hurt since that moment. Things like happen all the time and are the kinds of moments that contribute to women's sense of fear and inadequacy." Look at Ariana Grande using words I don't even know.
Let me see.
"I am not a piece of meat that a man gets to utilize for his pleasure. I'm an adult human being in a relationship with a man who treats me with love and respect." She goes on to say, "It hurts my heart that so many young people are so comfortable enough using these phrases and objectifying women with such ease. I felt like speaking out about it. This is one experience tonight because I know very well that most women know the sensation of being spoken about in an uncomfortable way and publicly or taken advantage of publicly by a man. We need to talk about these moments openly because they are harmful and they live on inside of us as shame. They need to share and be vocal when something makes us feel uncomfortable because if we don't, it will just continue. We are not objects or prizes, we are queens."
Mm-hmm.
I totally agree.
I do too. I mean, I like the way she put everything. You know.
I didn't realize, I guess until I read this out loud now, that she's right. We don't really speak about these moments, and me personally, I do find it a little shameful. Like, I don't know. I know it's the man that's doing the talking and being, I guess, the cat walker or walkie, the one that says everything.
Cat caller?
Cat caller, there you go. He's being the cat caller. But it's so, I wish men would understand how uncomfortable it is when it happens. It's just the most uncomfortable feeling, and it's unsettling, and you don't know what to do, and you don't really want to say something so snappy back either, because you don't know who this man is, and you don't know if they're going to hurt you or if they're going to say something, you know? You just try to ignore it, but I agree with her. We do need to speak more about it, and these situations are very harmful.
I mean, you know, and it makes you think, like, oh, is what I'm not wearing okay? Like, am I not doing, like, what's wrong? Like, you know, the thing about these things is, like, you can't have it both ways. You either you dress too slutty or you dress too, you know, prudish. And it's like, okay, how do you get a guy's attention, you know, if you're, like, you can't, like, wear, like, a fucking sweater to a club and expect, like, guys to, like, you know, give you the attention you want. Because, you know, at a club, you kind of want attention. You know, you have to wear something a little more like, hey, I'm here.
That's the other thing. It's just like, oh, if you're showing too much, you're a whore. If you're not showing enough, you're a prude. If you sleep with too much men, you're a whore. If you didn't sleep, if you're a virgin, you're a prude. It's like women can never win, and I think that's the problem. We need to stop having this battle and just, like, be ourselves. You're not a whore because you wear a short skirt and a crop top. And that does not mean you're asking to be raped. That doesn't mean you're asking men to call out on you. Women are allowed to wear whatever the hell they want. And just like men, they wear whatever the hell they want.
I mean, they get to have their fucking shirts off. Like, I don't have the fucking luxury.
Exactly.
Not that I'd want to walk around with my shirt off or anything, but, you know, just the whole, you know,
fact that they can
principle
do it.
of things. The principle.
The fact that men can walk around with their shirt off, but if a woman is seen in public walking without a shirt on, they can get arrested.
Yeah, and then God knows what happens after that.
Exactly.
I mean, I think, you know, there's like a fine, you know, difference. I mean, you see pictures of women at clubs, and you're just like, okay, you're really wearing that? Like, you know, there's a fine line between, alright, you want to look sexy, and, like, what the fuck are you wearing?
Yeah.
And then there's, like, you know, like, we see it all the time with, like, you get those, like, ratchet photos of bitches at the clubs, and you're like, what the fuck are you wearing? You know, there's that, too.
And even that, they're allowed to do whatever the hell they want.
That's true. I mean, I question their sense of, like, fashion, skill, and judgment, and, you know, the temperature of the weather outside, but, you know, I mean, you do what you want, but, like, you know, you don't agree with some things people wear, but I feel like I had a friend of mine who, in the middle, I think it was this time of the year, last year, around this time, maybe last month, wears a bralette and jeans to a club in the middle of winter.
Girl, you know who you are.
And she just had no shame whatsoever about it. And I was like, more power to you. Like, you can go out like that, you know, fuck everyone's opinion. But, I mean, the only thing I was judging her for is I was like, bitch, it's fucking cold as fuck. I'm wearing a fucking tank top and flannel, and my ass is freezing. Like, you have less clothing on than me. How the fuck are you not clothed?
I just want to know with this, because that was the whole thing. Everyone was coming at Arianna saying, oh, but you wear these outfits in your music video and you wear them all the time. But again, that does not mean she's asking for this type of attention. She's not asking to be objectified, any of that.
No, she's not. And then it brings us to another point. Do we feel like the music industry is getting too sexual with things? Like, do we feel the necessary need to dress like this? Like, you know, what's going on? I mean, I know I read some places people were talking about it, and they were like, if you've noticed, it's gotten more like, you know, less clothing, more like sexual. And it's like, if you look back on older music, which, you know, obviously is older music, but, you know, I'm talking about, like, late 90s, you know, music. these bitches were wearing like pants and a crop top, and that was considered like way too much and sexy, and those bitches were like getting their points across. And then like you look at Britney Spears, who wears a red fucking jumpsuit that's like tight, and that was like, what the fuck? That was wow. And then you look at it now, and you know we have Beyonce, who's pretty much not the only person, but she is always rocking a bodysuit. Like, just 90% of the shows she's on, she's always wearing a bodysuit, which she totally pulls off. But it's like, is music becoming too sexual?
And I think that it all has to do with everyone's sense of style and everything. But just like that, you don't have to really, and this is not just like coming at Ariana Grande or anyone, I'm just trying to say this in general, you don't have to show so much skin to be considered sexy. Like you said, Beyonce wears bodysuits, and she is slaying, like, you know?
But Beyonce doesn't wear a bodysuit. She doesn't wear a bodysuit, but she wears, like, the bikini bodysuit. Not a full-length bodysuit. She wears the bodysuit, you know, that's what I'm talking about. Not like Britney Spears, who wore, like, the bodysuit, like, the red jumper suit, whatever.
Which then was in, so, I mean, now we look back at, we always look back at what we wear, and we're just like, what the fuck? But at the time it was in, and I don't know, just back then, we didn't have, you didn't see these people dressed in so little clothing. I mean, I personally don't care. Everyone does whatever they want. It's their body. It's their music video. But stop objectifying women because of how they dress.
Yeah, and you know, I'll say it, I'm the first bitch to have my fucking tits out. Like, I will wear something, like, if I'm going out someplace and I know there's gonna be guys, I put my tits out. But, you know, hey, whatever.
But because your tits are out doesn't mean you can
should
come
get
and
raped.
touch them. You can't.
Without consent.
Exactly.
They're not an open invitation. It's just, you know, hey, here are my tits.
It's just like Ariana tweeted, and I quote, "You are literally saying that if we look a certain way, we are yours to take, but we are not. It is our right to express ourselves."
And if my tits, you know, my thing too is like, you know, some women feel comfortable wearing sweatpants and hoodies all the time, and you know, just looking like bums, which is fine because you know we all look like bums. Like, we have our bum moments, and then you have people like me, who if I go out, when I went to school, I would dress up. And, you know, my personal motto for those types of things were, you know, I consider, like, the world my runway, which is why I would dress up and look more, you know,
right,
wear a nice outfit, just because that's the way I would want to dress. Like, you know, obviously I had my moments where, like, I would wear sweatpants and leggings and Uggs, and, you know, that was done. Like, I wasn't fucking feeling that day, but generally I am on, you know, hey, I want to look like I just walked the fucking New York Fashion Week.
But that's the thing, when it's like, when you dress like that, it makes you feel good. You feel great about yourself, and then you have someone give you a fucking cat call, and you're just like, what the fuck? Like, you want to feel good, and you dress because you feel good, and it gives you this sense of empowerment. You don't want to be, you don't want it taken away from you.
No, and I remember when we used to go to high school, because me and Dashley went to high school together. I remember I used to wear those. Well, we both used to. You used to be an avid skirt wearer, like all the time.
Yeah, I used to wear skirts in the winter, guys.
I would be like, Dashley, your long legs look like they about to like fall off because they fucking frozen or some shit. But I remember I used to wear skirts, and Dashley. The difference between me and Dashley, and the difference between our skirts, was that Dashley used to wear like the circle skirts, the puffy ones, you know, that were really popular back then.
Mm-hmm.
And I would wear the pencil skirts. So obviously pencil skirts are short and tight. And, you know, they're always known for like sexy assistant type thing in an office.
Yeah.
So I remember, like, I used to walk home all the time, and I would walk home, and I would get, like, guys beeping at me and just, like, yelling at me, and I would be, like, freaked out, because I would be like, okay, I need to get home now, because this is not okay.
Especially when you're in high school.
And, yeah, like, I was, like, what, like, I started doing this, like, 16 through 18.
And, you know, the thing is about, you know, how men stand up for themselves, not all men, but some. Oh, well, you shouldn't wear that. But the thing is, I have gone out in public, walking in jeans, boots, and a full-on jacket because we're in New Jersey and it's freezing.
Yeah.
And I still get beeped at. It doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter what I'm wearing. Yes, if I'm wearing, more provocative
Clothing.
I get beeped at
more often.
But it doesn't mean I don't get beeped at when I'm not fully covered. So I just think that men just like to make us feel uncomfortable. I'm sorry, that's what it comes down to. You guys just like making us feel uncomfortable when everyone's saying it's not okay, stop objectifying, stop doing, and you keep doing.
And
it's not a secret.
Of course it's not all men, but it's a good vast majority. And again, obviously men aren't the only people that catcall, they aren't the only one that do these things. I know women do it sometimes, it's a very small percentage. But, women do it sometimes. We do have those obnoxious women who are like, no offense to them, like, you do what you want to do, who are sex hungry and like, looking at the first piece of meat that walks through the door. Because, some women are like men who think, men are just meat. They're just there to fill their sexual desire. Don't get me wrong, like I said, there are women out there that think that. And, it is what it is. It's one thing to think that, another gender is just something for your pleasure. But, it's not right. There are women out there who don't want to get married, don't want to have commitment. They just want to, fuck around. And that's okay. But there comes a fine line between, just fucking around, doing your thing, and, thinking that men are just pieces of meat. Just like how men think women are just pieces of meat, And it's like that doesn't happen all that often. Obviously it's more so men, but, it does happen. So,
it happens more often than we think, but obviously we see it more in men, especially since we're women.
And I feel like it's mostly in older women that we see that. Because, I this is just what I personally feel. I feel like it's more so in older women because, it's like, okay, well, they've gone through marriage, they don't want to do this shit anymore, and they just, they want a younger man, and that's that.
Right.
And it's funny, I read a Facebook post on Facebook, by the way, and it was about this guy, and it kind of relates to this topic just a wee bit. And this guy was pretty upset with Starbucks because he thought the cashier was cute, the Starbucks employee. And, he complimented her and whatever, and she said thank you, whatever. Then at the end of his Starbucks visit, he gave her a note saying, hey, do you want to go out to dinner someday? Now, mind you, this Starbucks employee, I don't know her age, nobody really knows, but she was young. Now, this man is 37. And he, I guess, then went back to the Starbucks, for his normal routine, and he found out he was banned from the Starbucks. Because this girl felt so uncomfortable with what he did that's how they proceeded things. And he went on to say that, Starbucks was at fault, that, he just asked her out to dinner, and, how they should, everyone, like, he encouraged all his friends to, like, write bad reviews about Starbucks. And, he went on and on and on, and he was saying how he wants a fertile young woman to be with, and all this other shit. And, I don't know, it kind of relates to the subject.
Right. No, I understand.
But,
yeah, if Arianna Grande is standing up for women, then I am 100% on her side.
Yeah. No, I definitely agree with that.
Girl power.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
But moving on. Well, talking about objecting ourselves. What about Kylie Jenner's supposedly sex tape?
But I saw that shit, and that bitch did not look anything like Kylie Jenner.
She looked nothing
like all she had was blonde hair. Like, we know Kylie's body, quotation marks, is very curvaceous. She's very, I don't know why I'm thinking lumpy.
Are you Kylie Jenner? No.
But she was very, like, flat, I
don't know. It was obvious it wasn't Kylie Jenner. The fact that people actually thought it was I'm sorry, but are you blind?
It clearly wasn't Kylie
You don't
Jenner.
even have to be a huge fan of Kylie Jenner just to
To
know
know
that
that's
it's
not
not
Kylie
Kylie Jenner.
Like, you know. And then my thing, I was thinking about it, and I was like, remember a few months ago or a while back when Kylie and Tyga broke up and it was a big breakup, and supposedly he had posted their sex tape on his website.
Oh yeah, I remember that being a thing.
And, you know, whatever. And I was just like, okay, nobody really recorded this shit. Like, where is this shit? Like, there's no possible way that a sex tape of Kylie Jenner got leaked and nobody has any evidence of it. Like, it's unrealistic to me. Like, how does that happen? Because I know I was like, well, where the fuck is this sex tape? Like, but honestly though, looking at the sex tape that was supposed, it's not her. Clearly not her.
And she has, well, supposedly she has come out about saying that it is not her and that she's angry that someone could actually even think it was her.
Yeah,
she doesn't even have blonde hair currently.
You know, and supposedly her rep, like the only thing that her rep had to say was, no. Like they asked, is this Kylie's sex tape? And they literally just said no. But, and then too, the thing was, did the guy in the video even look tatted up?
I don't think so.
So
it was like it's really blurry and everything.
It was really blurry.
And
blurry.
It was terrible.
But like you could tell too, that doesn't really look like Tyga.
Yeah.
Whatever.
I don't know.
I mean,
We'll still keep an eye out for Kylie Jenner's sex tape.
Yeah, we'll be waiting.
Or that actual engagement ring.
Yeah. Wait, what?
We'll keep an eye for when she actually gets engaged.
Oh yeah.
And supposedly though, I was going through her page. And I saw people asking, she's like, oh, she looks a little bit bigger. She looks pregnant. Do you guys think she's pregnant? Waiting for a pregnancy reveal. I'm just like, this girl does not look pregnant at all. She has like a flat tummy. There's no pregnant belly there. I don't know what anyone's talking about. But it was like 4 or 5 people talking about that.
I mean, if anything, Kylie just definitely got her hips filled again. So, I mean.
Maybe.
I think that's all it is, but. We'll be waiting. I don't think Kylie would get pregnant right now.
I doubt it.
I mean, I feel like if she did get pregnant, she would definitely do something about it. You know?
Right.
But, whatever.
But moving on.
But next, we gotta talk about Carrie Fisher and Debbie Reynolds.
Yep.
What the fuck?
Oh my god. That is the saddest thing that's ever happened in a while. So, Carrie Fisher is Debbie Reynolds' daughter, and Carrie Fisher died a couple days ago. Actually, what did she die of? I don't remember.
I think people were saying a heart attack.
Was it?
That's what people are saying. I don't know if they meant her mom died of a heart attack or she died of a heart attack. And in case you guys
yes. She died of cardiac arrest.
Yeah, and in case you guys don't know, Carrie Fisher's, well, not best known, but one of the things she's really known for, I think she played Princess Leia in Star Wars.
Yep.
And you know that iconic outfit she wore, where she was like the slave. That super iconic fantasy of the guys of that era, but that Carrie Fisher. But I was just like, holy shit.
And then we have, I believe it was the next day or 2 days later, Debbie Reynolds, her mother, died of a stroke. And a lot of people, which I agree was how she was dying because she was dying of a broken heart from
and
her.
You know, when I heard that, I immediately, no offense to Debbie Reynolds, no offense to anyone, I'm saying this because it just reminds me, you know how when someone dies, their dog dies of sadness?
Yeah.
That's what that reminded me. Not calling Debbie Reynolds a dog, rest in peace, you know, whatever. But it just reminds you of that same situation, you know.
And then Debbie was very known for her role in Singing in the Rain. And for, you know, the younger crew, she was known for her role in Halloween Town as Grandma Aggie.
Oh, I didn't realize that. I never really realized that until people actually posted pictures of it.
That was her. She was in so many movies. But yeah, may they both rest in peace. My prayers go out to that family, especially the son/brother. You lost a sister and a mother. That is so heartbreaking. Hopefully they get through this.
Definitely. I mean, just a lot to go through in a short amount of time. but it's definitely really sad. It definitely was completely unexpected. But I want to know if either of them were having issues, like prior to that.
Who knows? I don't know. Guess we'll wait till there's a more explanation comes out. But moving on, let's go on Twitter.
Let's see what's juicy on the Twitter.
Let's go to the trending hashtags. One of the things that's trending is things I yell when I come.
Yes.
So let's pick out our favorite ones.
Okay, so...
Things I yell when I come. 10 points to Gryffindor.
No, I found the best one. 10 things things I say when I come. Would you like AM or
Oh, I saw that one.
with Mr. Mosby's face?
10. Oh, now you got me saying 10. Things I yell when I come. I can't believe it's not butter.
The things I yell when I come. In the criminal justice system, sexually based offenders are considered especially heinous. These are their stories. Dun, dun.
Things I yell when I come. Do you feel it now, Mr. Krabs? That was my favorite.
Let's see.
Things I yell when I come. In West Philadelphia, born and raised.
Hi, I'm Guy Fieri, and we're rolling out looking for America's greatest diners, drive-ins, and drives. Hashtag things I yell when I come.
Things I yell when I come. P. Sherman, 42 Wallaby Way, Cindy.
Let's see. Things I yell when I come. Team Rocket is blasting off again.
And last two. Things I yell when I come. The Krusty Krab pizza is the pizza for you and me.
This is a good one. Storage almost full. You can manage your storage and settings. Things I yell when I come.
I hate that notification bar.
Oh, no, this is a good one. Wait. Things I yell when I come. In a middle school full of bullies, insane teachers, gross school lunches, Ned Bigby, that's me, and my two best.
Oh my gosh. But that is one of the trending hashtags on Twitter. Things I yell when I come. We also have Friday of 2016 and popular movie clicks.
Let's see.
Popular movie clicks.
Am I going to get any of these references?
Honestly.
I don't think so.
Me either.
Oh, it's National Bacon Day? It's not National Bacon Day, though. Well, GMM actually reported that it's National Bacon Day. But I thought National Bacon Day was in fucking August.
Let's find out. When is National Bacon Day?
Because I swear, I Googled this shit. It's me. I love bacon, so I Googled this bitch.
National Bacon Day is September 2nd.
So what the fuck? I thought it was in August.
It's not even today. Let's see. I'm actually not a big fan of bacon anymore. I'll eat it, but not too much.
I actually like turkey bacon now. I've become a fan.
Oh, I know. Let's see.
But I'm definitely going to retweet that, though. What else is trending?
2017 in 3 words.
Oh, God. Where's
No
that?
more Obama. How rude.
Where is that?
No fake people. 2017 in 3 words.
Oh, I see. Who the fuck? Excuse me, Marsh. How dare you tweet that?
Hashtag 2017 in 3 words. A new beginning.
I see a lot of Obama's gone.
The rudeness.
Oh, I see someone who's like, please don't go.
2017 in 3 words. 2016, the sequel.
I just saw that.
America is fucked. 2017 in 3 words.
Seriously. Oh, 2017 in 3 words, Lady Gaga Super Bowl.
Let's see. And the last 2 of 2017 in 3 words.
Build the wall?
Cancel Morning Joe.
The fuck?
What the hell?
I think this is mostly a Trump thing.
And yeah, obviously it is. That's what everyone made it anyways. Anyways, I guess that's it for our first episode of Chisme with DashLyn.
It was great. We'll definitely see you guys on the next episode. And don't forget, if you guys want to tweet us, it's at Dashley Diaz _. And it is at Toasty8Jossie. If there's any stories that you guys want us to cover, because obviously we can't cover everything, but, definitely tweet us if there's something, specific you want us to talk about.
And we will talk about it, and we will make fun of it, and we'll do everything to it, because that's what we do.
It is.
So catch us next week in episode number 2.
And we'll see you then. Bye, guys.
Bye.